wanna be down with the king.
It's the Sports Kings. Sports Kings. Big Mike.
He might fall off the wagon in the next 10 minutes.
And Rob Calloway.
It's about bringing talent. It's not about all the flash and glitz and glam.
Not your average sports talk show. The Sports Kings.
This is NFL legend, Work Done.
This your boy D. Howard, a.k.a. Superman.
I'm Jerome Bettis, the bus.
It's Cam Newton. Holla at your boy, already.
This is Hank Aaron, and I'm down with the King.
Tell a friend, Kings is back.
Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Sports Kings Live. I am Big Mike. Sons, Rob Calloway, who's out getting hammered right now for his birthday, which is tomorrow. If you guys want to wish Rob a happy birthday, you guys can shoot him a quick Twitter or tweet at Rob Calloway3. You guys want to shout out to the homie. Also, we're on social media as a show as well, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're also being broadcasted via Spreaker.com or the Spreaker app for your Windows, your Apple, or your Android device. Make sure you guys go sign up for the free Spreaker account. Then just search Sports Kings Live, and then go to the little thought bubble. You guys can join the chat room, join in on the conversation tonight. You will be my co-host. My guy, Mark Cooper's already in the building. You guys going to help me out tonight. What else? Oh, before we go any further, if you've been listening to if you listen to this show, you know I have a big thing against made-up holidays. But for what it's worth, I will do my short duty and say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Again, I don't think you need it. By the way, to the fathers, I'm not one of these dudes who believe, yeah, I'm mom and dad, or either for either men or women. No, you're not. You're a man, you're a father. You're a woman, you're a mother. Yeah, you're not both. Just because the other person is absent, you don't just take their place. You know, that's not how it works. So all that, see, this is why I don't do this, because then I get off into these little tangents about foolery or things that I consider to be foolery. But I digress. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Well, all the dads out there that's doing right by their kids. Yeah, you don't get to participate if you buy a pair of school shoes every year. Nah, you don't get this award. It's just like a dude walking around with a white lab coat and a stethoscope calling himself a doctor. Nah, don't work like that. You gotta pretty much put in the work. Go to school like the rest of the people who are real doctors. Let's see where we want to start today. I mentioned Rob's birthday already. On today's show, of course, we'll do our daily look back on this day. Yesterday's show got cut off yesterday because I'm still dealing with Comcast. And before we start, let me tell you guys how foul, just how ridiculous cable companies are. So this morning, I get it. A couple months ago, the AT&T U-verse people came through the neighborhood and they dug up the sidewalk, the grass that's on the other side of the sidewalk, and laid their U-verse cables everywhere, right? So one day I saw the U-verse guy in the neighborhood, and I asked him, okay, so when is the service going to be available? He said it probably won't be to the fourth quarter, end of the month. But I'm getting frustrated because yesterday it happened again. We're having this very deep discussion about the incident in Charleston, which we will update you guys on as well again today. So yeah, I get up this morning frustrated with last night because my internet and my TV didn't come back on. I don't know what time it came back because I went to bed at 1 o'clock this morning and it still wasn't on. So I get up this morning, it's on. So I said, immediately, let me call AT&T. So I call them, say, look, I'm trying to put the address in the website and it's telling me that my location is unavailable, but I just want to double check to make sure it's just not the internet or the website is just behind where you guys actually are. So the chick tells me, I think it was a chick. I was confused the whole time because I believe that the person said a dude's name, but it sounded like a chick. So whatever, the person from Uverse was telling me, yeah, we're available in your area, and we have this package and this package and this package. And I don't know if it's because my address now says Lithonia, Georgia, and not Decatur. People think they're going to get over. I have a steadfast rule. The faster you're talking to me and the more you're trying to get me to be involved in something, the more I think you're trying to get over on me. So she's talking all fast, or the person is talking all fast and telling me about, you can get this and this and this, and you get $200 in a Visa check card and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, hold on, ma'am. Or, sir, either one. Let me figure out what's going on with my current cable situation first, and then I call you guys back. Well, you don't want to lose this offer. I was like, what, it's going to end like today? Yeah, that's how it works. We have them daily. I was like, all right, I'm not a fool. And stop trying to play me like one. I was like, look, I'd already given them my phone number like an idiot. So I was like, look, I'm about to walk out the door. I got stuff to take care of. I'll take care of this later. All right. What I'll do is I'll call you back around 2 o'clock. All right, whatever. Do whatever you want to. So I hang up from them, get in the car, call Comcast. It's like, look, you people are screwing me on a weekly basis because I can't get the service that I'm paying you guys an absorbent amount of money to get. And all you want to do is send a dude out to my house and charge me more money to fix a problem that you're causing. That's not going to work for me. So I do this. I said, look, she's trying to explain to me, but yeah, you can do this. You can buy something else, buy a service agreement or a service something. I was like, no, that's more money that you're trying to get me to spend over something I'm already spending money on. It should work. I shouldn't have to pay more money to make sure it works. That's ridiculous. So she says to me, I said, okay, listen, I know my home security thing is it's on the contract and it's going to be up in October. I know that. I said, but I don't think my cable and my internet is on. I think I can cancel it any time, right? She said, well, I don't know. Let me check. All right. So again, I know somebody's trying to get over. So she puts me on hold and she comes back. She says, yeah, I talked to the people from the home security place and say, because your services are bundled, what'll happen is, if you do cancel your other two services, your internet and your television, your agreement with the home security is going to start over. I was like, wait a minute, what human being does that even sound right to? I have 4 months left in a 3-year agreement, and you're telling me that if I cancel not the thing I have the agreement on, but the other two things, that now I got another 3 years? What is this, a jail sentence? What are we talking about? I was like, all right, don't worry about it, ma'am. So then she starts throwing all this stuff at me. Well, we can give you $25 off your bill. All right, give it to me. And we can give you a free premium channel. All right, give it to me. But that's not going to stop me from when October comes, I'm out. Like, I'm going to be like one of these millennials because I'll figure out a way to get my sports stuff. Like, I'm going to just cancel everything and just have Hulu and Netflix and watch my TV shows that way. I'm going to get a bunch of smart TVs in my crib. The money that I would be paying Comcast or AT&T, give me a bunch of smart TVs and just watch everything online because this is ridiculous. It's like, I was about to say something inappropriate about my rectum, and I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep it politically correct. But anyway, speaking of cable, this weekend, Sunday on HBO, True Detective starts back. Whole nother cast. I can't think of that white girl's name, but I think she's very, very cute. Her, Vince Vaughn is going to be on it. Colin Farrell, he's going to be on it. The last season was outstanding. So me and the old lady probably going to check that out as well. And Ballers, the football show, which we didn't talk about this story a couple of weeks ago, but apparently HBO is like F the NFL. You want our Hard Knocks, we're going to use your logos and not ask you any permission. And say that the article I read said they don't have to. They can do what they want to do as far as that's concerned. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to check those out, 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. respectively on HBO. So I'm going to check those out. I'm definitely going to check True Detective out. I'm going to see what this Ballers thing is all about. And, if it's whack, you'll hear about it on Monday. If it's not, I'll be praising it and telling you and spoiler alerting it and all those good things. We are the Sports Kings. Today I'm here alone. Rob's out getting hammered for his birthday. Check us out on Instagram at Sports Kings Live and check out our feed. You can see Rob throwing back beers. I guess it's not too early, but yeah, he's out getting hammered with whomever. He told me it was his family, but looks suspicious to me. And you guys remember, follow us not only on Instagram, but Twitter and Facebook as well at Sports Kings Live. And make sure you guys sign up for a free Spreaker account. That's Spreaker. You can do it via the app for whatever mobile device you're using or via the website, Spreaker.com. Sign up for a free account, then search Sports Kings Live, and then you guys can go see where we're actually broadcasting live right now and click the little thought bubble, and you guys can get involved in the show. You guys can join the chat room like our guy Mark Cooper has. Mark, when is your thing on Sunday, the tailgate report? I be meaning to ask you that every day, and it slips my mind, but I want to make sure I shout you out on that as well. And I want to make sure I try to put it in my mental thing here to remember to take a listen to it. All right, today's show. I already mentioned on this day as well. We got some NBA things. The title to today's show is "Being a Bad Guy Isn't Always a Bad Thing." And as a self-proclaimed bad guy, I think I have an inside track on speaking. I have an authority to speak on what I'm about to talk about, and it's concerning LeBron James. The question of the day today is something that I thought about, yesterday. Try to, keep the mental juices flowing and just throw something out there. Didn't really get any answers today. Got some yesterday, but not today. And we didn't get a chance to get to it yesterday, but whatever. Yesterday is yesterday. Today is a new day. We got about 70-something days until we see some actual football, college football, and I think 82, 3 before we see some professional football, real professional football. 6 weeks from now, we'll get training camp, and a couple weeks after that, we'll get some preseason stuff, but we won't get the real stuff for about 80 days. So I'm just wondering, what's everybody got planned? I know some of you guys are probably big baseball fans. You'll be checking out, your favorite baseball team. But baseball, being as it's such a regional sport, it's not really something that, I don't know, that appeals to the masses, I should say. People care about their team or the team that's in their area, as opposed to, like, you'll hear later on. I'm going to talk about the Eagles later on. And if you are a football fan, it'll interest you. Well, hopefully. Maybe I'm being presumptuous. Check Mark Cooper out, you guys, on at 1 p.m. on 1380 WAOK. If you're not in the city of Atlanta, you can log on to WAOK.com. He does a segment, I think it's called, the Tailgate Report, right? On the Dryer Buzz show that starts at 1 p.m. So you guys check my guy out, man. I'm going to try to make sure I do as well. So the Golden State Warriors had their parade today, and Draymond all over it. And the big thing we didn't get to yesterday that I really wanted to for all my people here in Atlanta, and not even just the people here in Atlanta. If you're a basketball fan, this is something for you. The Danny Ferry buyout was announced yesterday and completed today. So I definitely want to get into the details of that and try to get some of you guys' opinions via the Sports Kings live chat room. What else do we got here? I talked about the NFL already. And, yeah, seems like Major League Baseball has another hacking situation. And I got some funny stuff, too. Swaggy P, Nick Young, is doing, he's definitely marrying a white woman. And I'm going to tell you why I say it that way. Like, okay, everybody knows that. Thanks, Captain Obvious. We know Iggy Azalea is white, but yeah, he knows too, and he's pulling a move that's letting everyone know. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I want to introduce you guys to somebody. A kid named Seth Towns, 4-star basketball player out of Columbus, Ohio, and it's a pretty cool story that you're not going to really hear a lot of places because it's not sensational. But it shows the opposite of what a lot of people think about young black athletes and their priorities. So I'm gonna try to make sure I introduce you guys to Seth Towns before we get out of here today. All right, before we start the sports stuff, yes, Coop, you Negroes ran Danny Ferry out of town. No, that's not true at all. That's not true. No, that's not. But yeah, he's out. He's out, and he white guy won, as I like to call it. White people, rich white people, even when they lose, they win. He didn't get fired. They bought him out. They gave him money to leave. I got fired before. You know what they gave me to leave? Yeah, kicking ass. and don't come back. Security escort. That's not